The holidays are here, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on fancy holiday decorations. Today in the greenhouse, we're making wreaths. Hello, welcome to the greenhouse. I'm Amy Sidran, a teacher here at Fort Vancouver High School. And today we're going to be making wreaths. This is a holiday wreath, really simple decoration that you can make at home. And I'm going to show you how. My students are making their own decorations to take home during the winter break and making wreaths for our holiday fundraiser. To make a wreath, you're going to need a few materials that you might have to go out and buy, or you might actually have at home. A good pair of clippers, the circle that you need in order to put the noble fir or plant material on, pine cones, a nice ribbon, any other material like Christmas tree ornaments, paddle wire, which is really hard wire that's wrapped around a paddle, so it's easy for you to make loops around the circle that you can also buy at a place like a craft market. They usually have all of the supplies that you need. And then of course noble fir or grand fir or Douglas fir, whatever material you're going to use to actually make the wreath. We're going to start with swags today, a simple holiday decoration you can make from found material in your yard. And here I'm going to introduce my student Julia, who's new to us this year but is doing a great job and is really talented with wreaths. I like to use pieces of tree cuttings from noble fir or grand fir and a pretty good size. So you start with this as your base, and then you're just going to layer on material to fill it in and give it a little bit more texture of different colors. Once you have those on, you'll take your piece of holly to give it a little bit more color, a little bit more festive feel, and then you just put it all together with a wire. So we take our wire, you just make a loop around the top, twist it together, then from there you just keep wrapping around the top of it until it gets really nice and tight. From there, you cut it off. And you have your swag. With the addition of a bow, you have a really simple holiday decoration that you can hang on your door, inside your house, and just give you a really nice holiday festive feel. Let's move on to something a little bit more exciting, extravagant. Takes a little bit more time and a few more resources. So for a wreath, this is a really nice, simple holiday wreath that you can make yourself with some really easy materials from your area. Again, you're going to take that noble branch, if you can get some from your Christmas tree or from even local tree farms have them and you can get the extra material. Take a piece about that size, and you'll probably need about 10 to do a really full wreath. And then you're going to cut off the pieces into about palm size material that you're going to then put onto the 12-inch ring or smaller, depending on the size that you want. From there, you start with your paddle wire. And you just want to make a really nice firm knot at the top, or kind of loop it around until it's nice and tight on there. That gives you a good firm foundation. And from there, you're going to start putting your material on, and she's going to show us how to do the rest. So you can just start putting the material on like you normally do. And I'll cut a few more pieces. And so you take the wire around 3 times. The first 2 times you just pull really tight. The third one will be a loop that you kind of wrap through and make a knot, and that really secures the plant material on there so it won't actually fall off when you hang the wreath up. And then you follow that around the entire wreath until you get to the end, and this is what your finished product will look like. So you'll have this wreath, and then you can decorate any way you like. You can put a pine cone on there. You want to take a piece of wire, and you're just going to wrap it around the nicest part so that you really get it in there and you almost can't see the wire. That makes it really nice and hidden, and it looks more natural than having a big piece of wire attached to your pine cone. So you twist it on, just like that, and then find a place on your wreath where it's not very kind of filled in or looks like it needs something. And then you take it and you just wrap it around the back, pushing on the pine cone and then twisting with your fingers, and that just gives it a nice secure place to sit. And there you have a pine cone. And you do the same thing with the holly or any other ornaments or decorations, and also with your bow. You can buy a bow, you can make a bow, whatever you have on hand. Same thing, you just tie it around with a nice piece of wire. Did you know that many of Vancouver's high schools have horticulture programs? Students are learning how to grow and care for plants and the environment. The programs hold sales throughout the year for seasonal plants at prices below what you'll pay at big box stores. It's a great way to spruce up your garden and support local kids at the same time. For more gardening tips, check out past episodes of The Greenhouse. You can find them on youtube.com/VanSDTV. Just look for the Greenhouse playlist. We're just about out of time. I hope you had as much fun making the holiday wreaths as we did. I'm Amy Sidran at The Greenhouse. Hope you have a great holiday season.